in a dramatic twist when Hattie Adams, played by Deidre Hall, stormed off the set in a rage. After being abruptly fired from her role on the fictional soap opera Body and Soul, Hattie refused to film her character's exit, instead choosing to walk off without a single goodbye. But that wasn't all. Hattie made a chilling promise as she left, one that could spell doom for everyone involved in Body and Soul, both on screen and behind the scenes. Hattie's rage wasn't just the usual soap opera tantrum. The character had been written off in what some are calling one of the most brutal ways in DOOL history, and she took her exit to the next level by vowing to curse the entire production. Hattie declared that she would make sure everything, from the office and the staff to the cast and crew, would suffer under her curse. This threat has cast a long shadow over Pineview, the fictional town where Body and Soul takes place, and it seems her revenge is just beginning. As fans know all too well, Hattie Adams has a flair for the dramatic, but this time, her intentions seem especially sinister. According to Day's spoilers, this isn't just a case of a disgruntled employee making idle threats. Hattie is dead set on ensuring that Body and Soul crumbles, and with her exit, it seems like bad news is on the horizon for the entire show. In fact, Hattie's wrath isn't confined to her firing, her anger has a much broader target. Hattie's goal is not just to see Body and Soul fail, she wants Pineview to go down in flames, literally. She's vowed that Pineview will be left in ruins, and as viewers know, when Hattie makes a promise, she means it. The stage is set for a catastrophic showdown, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Could this really be the end of Body and Soul as we know it? But Hattie isn't the type to go at this alone. Her talk of curses suggests that she may not just be plotting in secret but actively seeking out help from more sinister forces. Knowing Hattie, it's not hard to imagine her finding someone with a dark enough expertise to make good on her threat. Could she be seeking the aid of none other than Salem's own Susan Banks? Susan Banks is infamous for her eccentric and outlandish behavior, often involving strange supernatural beliefs. And if anyone could be swayed into helping Hattie take down Body and Soul, it's her. After all, Susan has a tendency to latch onto bizarre conspiracy theories and seems to view the world through her own peculiar lens. It wouldn't take much for Hattie to convince Susan that the show is full of mean people who need to be taught a lesson. What if Susan, perhaps convinced that Body and Soul had wronged Hattie or even herself, decided to assist in unleashing the curse? Perhaps Susan believes she's righting a wrong or preventing an even greater disaster from befalling the town of Pineview, or maybe she just doesn't care for soap operas at all, seeing them as cheap and morally corrupt. With Susan Banks, anything is possible, and that's what makes her so dangerous. Even more intriguingly, what if Susan sees this as her opportunity to break a curse that's gone too far? Maybe Body and Soul has been plagued by bad luck all along, and Susan thinks this is her chance to set things right in her own twisted way. If Hattie can convince Susan that she's the hero in this scenario, Salem might be in for more trouble than anyone could anticipate. But Hattie's vendetta may not stop with the cast and crew. According to the latest spoilers, there's talk of a massive fire breaking out on the set during filming. The rumors are swirling that a fire could sweep through Pineview, leaving chaos in its wake. Could this be the fulfillment of Hattie's curse? Could her promise to bring Body and Soul to a fiery end really come true? As the tension builds and the flames rise, fans can't help but wonder how far Hattie is willing to go. Is this truly the end for Body and Soul? Or will someone step in to stop the disaster before it's too late? Stay tuned, because if Day's spoilers are right, the end of Body and Soul might be closer than we think. And as for Salem, it's clear that this is only the beginning of a much darker chapter.